So like, are my dreads professional now? Wait, hold on. There we go. That's professional, right? Yeah. This top from Express too. That's real. That's real fancy, y'all. We done moved up. Professional Locs. Wait, hold on. We gonna dress it up. Don't think I forget. Hold on. Looks actually a nice look. Bam! We got the suit jacket on, everything. Is this professional? Is this good? Yes? No? Yeah, no? Okay. I tried. I really did. I thought we was gonna solve it. I guess they right. Locs aren't professional. Well, okay. We tried. What up, y'all? It's your homeboy Justin. We're back in my bathroom one more again. And we're back with a regularly scheduled dreadlock video, like a normal video. I'm sorry I've been so sporadic and a little bit all over the place the last few weeks, but I've just been traveling and stuff. If you haven't actually checked out my last video, it's a little blog about me going to Baltimore, seeing my friend Jose, and also getting stuck in Chicago O'Hare Airport. So go check that out. It's a great watch. Moving on, this week, what we're actually gonna do is a dreadlock Q&A. I got this question a few weeks ago. A. Scott asked me, have you ever encountered any issues professionally with having dreadlocks? I hear all kinds of stories. Yeah, I hear those stories too. I've been thinking of getting them, but I don't want them to hinder my career due to others' closed-mindedness. Yes, let that be a read, the other people. Nice dreads, man. Keep them clean and neat. Teach these fools how it's done, man. Thank you, A. Scott. So that's the question today. We gonna tackle it. We gonna see professional dreadlocks. Is that even a thing? But before we get into that, watch this quick little title sequence and we're gonna get into the question, all right? Here we go. So first off, I'm gonna answer this question very simply. Yes, locs are professional. Have I encountered any issues with having locs professionally in my career? Me, I would say I'm a musician, one. So the amount of occurrences where that really affects my work is very non-existent. I work at a school as an assistant drumline instructor, so that's another thing. Also because they know my work and my skill set, and I have a degree in music, just specifically percussion, that wasn't a factor. I also work at a church as a music director. My hair wasn't an issue then. I work at a clothing store, Gap, which is pretty inclusive and pretty awesome, actually, if you ask me. They don't have any problem with my locs. None of those places have made any type of issue with my locs. So no, it hasn't had an effect on my career yet. No. All kinds of stories. I will link below a few stories that I found. If you just use Google, you will see many instances of people being discriminated against at their job, either after working there for a moment or going all the way through the training at a job and then getting there the first day and they're like, you gotta cut your locs, or people working at a place for over a year. And this guy actually, his name, Courtney Joseph, he was a cook at Disney Shades of Green Resort in Orlando, Florida. He worked there for over a year, and then all of a sudden, they were like, you need to cut your locs. But the thing is that he's also Rastafarian, so it's a part of his religion. So it's like, religious freedom? No? Discrimination? Okay, yeah, like what? So there are lots of stories. Read links on that. This is my advice to you if you're thinking of getting locs and you are also considering either getting a new job or you're just starting a job in your career field, whatever that may be. First, pro tip I would say, is that you get the job first, right? And then you start your locs. Because it's like they've already seen you, they know how you are, you fit into the group or the culture, whatever, of the office or whatever kind of setting you're in. And then you just start to, grow your locs just casually, like don't even make it a thing. If you get the job first, lock it down, then it's like they already know how you work. It's like you've been vetted for. So why would they fire you if you just happen to grow locs? Like that would be my pro tip number one. Tip number two is that if you are interviewing for a job and someone says, we like you a lot, but you need to cut your hair, I would be the person who would play dumb. Like when someone tells a racist joke and you're like, I don't get it. And then you have to watch them kind of unpack the layers of the racial insensitivity to figure out why the joke they said was bad and racist in the first place. So if you ask the person to kind of like, can you explain why I can't have locs? Like, well, it's just against my dress code. And like, well, what's your dress code? Then they have to explain their dress code. And then it's like, okay, well, it doesn't necessarily say anything about dreadlocks, and then you have to make them explain that. And then if they talk about, well, I just think they're unkempt, and I think they're just not clean, and like, then, you know, also funny, like kind of haha, wash your hair that day. Or just let them know that, well, I wash my hair like pretty regularly, like once a week or so, so I'm confused. I mean, you can go through all that and try and educate to let people know if you're really about that life. If you're not, then move on, because that company probably wasn't the type of environment that you need to be in, or they probably weren't open-minded enough to have you work for them anyway, which is their loss, because you're probably a boss anyway, so you don't need to be working for them. Just saying. Let's see, what else? If they don't change, you tried. That's all I can say. You can't be everyone's superhero. You can't save everyone's life, and you can't save every company that be having these closed-minded, backward-thinking policies about how you wear your hair and all those types of things, which is okay. It's not fine that they're like that, but it is okay that you tried. You may have failed with trying to trying to win them over, trying to make them see the light that it's just hair. But if you can't, that's okay. At least you tried. I hope that answers your question, A. Scott. You know, Locs haven't hindered me so much. I know they have hurt other people, and there have been many articles, not even just Locs, but people in the natural hair community. And we really just have to take the time to have conversations with the people who are kind of the gatekeepers in terms of those things, which, of course, we all know the history of that. And we know it's complicated, and it's multi-tiered, and there's so many complexities and nuances to that. I'm just saying that's the system we're in right now. We gotta work what we have. On the other side of that, I'm gonna give you 5 reasons of why I think it's BS that companies can discriminate with dreadlocks. I know there was a whole Supreme Court thing about it. I don't care. This is what I think. This is what I'm gonna say. Number 1, I think it's BS because it's rooted in anti-blackness. How about that? Okay. So what I mean by that is, it's just like when clubs have dress codes, like where you can't wear sagging pants, you can't wear hats turned backwards, you can't wear jerseys, you can't wear Air Force Ones. It's specifically coded language to deter people from specific communities of either applying to a job or going to a club or anything like that. It's really, that's all it is. It's anti-blackness. The majority of people who wear locks are African descent, or from Africa, or black people. Yes, there are white people that wear it, but when they do it, it's trendy, it's cool. But when we do it, it's ghetto, or it's unclean, or it looks dirty, or, you know, all these other things. It's anti-blackness. It ain't right. You gotta call that ish out, okay? Call it out. Number 2, stereotypes. That's another reason why I think it's BS, because people will assume that, oh, well, you must be a drug dealer, you must be all smoking ganja, you must be smoking weed all the time, which is another thing that I think I talked about in another video, where since I've had Locs, more people have approached me saying, hey, you got some weed? Or people have either asked me if I have some, or if they ask me if I want to smoke some. I'm flattered that you want to include me on the social circle of this. At the same time, no thank you, I'm good. The third thing for me is it's rooted in ignorance, because people will automatically assume that because you have Locs, you're unclean, you don't wash your hair, you're dirty, your hair filthy, all this stuff. But it's like, why are you going to attach that to every person that has Locs? When have you seen someone with dreadlocks and thought it was unclean? Who? Tell me, who? How, Sway? How? Like, that's just stupid. That would be another thing that I would bring up. They said, we need to cut your locks because they're unclean. I'm like, how you gonna tell me how my hair is? I just washed it this morning. How you gonna tell me that? The 4th thing is that it's rooted in white supremacy. Now I'm just gonna, I am painting this with a broad brush, obviously, because it's another thing where, yes, it is something that I have chosen to do with my hair, or other people who have Locs have chosen to do with their hair, but it's something that's just naturally occurring with our hair texture. It's easier to do with our hair texture. It's like how people love black features but not on black people. It's like people love black music but they don't love black people. How is it that something that is black-centric, Afrocentric, we can't do it in the workplace because it's unprofessional? Why are you making it seem that it's inherently unprofessional is my question. You know, why do people do that? And then when you say we can't have dreadlocks, it's like saying you can't be ethnic in the workplace. Like, you can be you just can't be black. Or you can be you just can't be too loud. Or you can't be you just can't talk like this. And when I say talk like this, Some people are gonna say you can't talk ghetto. I'm like, well, I'm not talking ghetto. This is just how I was raised. But okay, you know, whatever. It's like that episode of Insecure when Issa's friend that's the lawyer that works at the firm, and there's that new girl that comes in and she's talking all certain kind of way, and she has all these manners. She's talking about girl, bye, you know. She tries to talk to that new girl and say, hey, you might just want to tone it down a little bit, you know, you just don't want to, you know, stand out, you know, because, you know, well, you're new here, and I just, you know, we got to watch out for each other. She's like, well, I didn't have to tone it down when I did my interview. I didn't have to tone it down when I got the job. But then comes the older white lady who's like the supervisor or whatever, like maybe, oh, she's a partner of the firm. She's like, can you talk to your friend? I just think that she's not really fitting into the culture here. So again, it goes back to this white supremacy that like if you act a certain type of way that isn't deemed appropriate by like the standard or the status quo, which is usually centered around cisgendered white men or just white people in general, then obviously you have to change something because it's making us uncomfortable. Like, that's BS to me. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, no, number five. Having dreadlocks has nothing to do with your credentials as a potential employee or your skill set. Like, that has nothing to do. Like, I don't understand how people say, oh, well, we liked you so much and we really want you to join our team, but can you cut your locks? Like, what does that have to do? That does not even, those two things don't even equate. You're drawing a false, what's the word? There's a word, a false equivalency. Like, I don't get it. That might not even be the right word, but that's what I'm saying. Like, a bald person can be a hairstylist. You do not have to have hair to know how to cut hair. That's what I'm saying. What I have on the top of my head has nothing to do with what's in my head, okay? How about that? How about you think on that, okay? Think about it. I need y'all to think about it, okay? So those are my 5 things of why I think the whole dreadlocks being unprofessional is BS, because it is. It really is. It's rooted in a whole bunch of other stuff. It's rooted in European, Eurocentric beauty standards, and people need to get on the new train. You need to get off of that BS. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry I got worked up, y'all. But that's just how I feel about it. It really is. It's just BS. That's all it is. So I hope this helps out A. Scott or anyone else who has a question about getting locks. Like I said before, get your job first and then grow the locks and just kind of sneak it in. That's my best advice for you. That's kind of what I did. But I wasn't in an environment where I felt like I couldn't have locks. It's pretty open in terms of your appearance and everything like that. So I hope that helped, and I'm sorry I ranted a little bit, but that's just how it was, okay? But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a question about anything. There's articles in the description box about other types of stories that deal with discrimination and locks and hair in general. If you want to follow me on any other type of social media, that's all in the description box too. Follow me on Pinterest, Snapchat. I'm going back to the TMI Tuesdays. We're gonna try that again. We're gonna see if that's gonna work. And Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to do some like fitness inspiration and stuff on there. I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, if you like this video or if you'd like to hear my other videos, please subscribe. And if you've already subscribed and you haven't hit that little bell button next to it, it turns on post notifications, so it'll let you know when I post, which is now every Monday and Thursday. That is right, 2 videos a week, Monday and Thursday. Monday is gonna be a regular lock video like we've done in the past, and Thursday is gonna be a vlog. I'm just gonna talk about something. I ain't gonna write no words about. I'm just gonna be something that comes to mind or something that's hit me during the week. Something that I just wanna talk to y'all about, have a conversation. So it's gonna be unscripted, unplanned, unlocked. Essentially, it's what I'm gonna call my unlocked vlogs. So that will be coming to you guys as well every Thursday. Look for those as well, okay? Well, that's it. We're done, we finished, we good? Yes, awesome, cool. I need to stop being so like spastic with my energy. I just gotta make sure I do this right. So, last video, which is my vlog of Baltimore, is right there. My other video of just a playlist of things, more Q&As. Watch that, and then obviously check out the little subscribe button right there. And until next time, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Keep it locked, all right? Peace.